Oh. Hello there. I'm Mort. Just been out on a day of game hunting. Sure was a good one out there. Would you like to see what I got? Here in this backpack filled with treasures, video games, toys, things that nerds like me enjoy. Well, come on, but let me get ready first. Oh, it's always tough out there, looking for old PlayStation, Xbox, PS2 games, original Nintendo, N64. You know what I'm talking about. But I know I'm tired and it's time for my Slippies. Slippy? That's a reference to the game Star Fox. I bet you knew that. Well, I'm feeling cozy now. Come on over to the table and let me show you what I got today. It's gonna be a good one. And thanks for coming to Mort's Garage.
Thank you. That was great.
Hey, welcome to Mort's channel. So glad that you're here. This is Mort's Garage. I'm Mort. Today's a good one. I got a lot of things from pickups this morning at the good old swap meet. The first 100 people to press the like button, I don't know. I'm here to walk around, see what we can find, just have a nice morning. It is crisp and chilly out, but that's not gonna stop me from looking for cool stuff.
Working, making, some for selling, some for keeping.
There's a lot of deception this morning at the swap meet. I find this Pursuit Force Extreme Justice game for the PSP. Seems exciting until I open the case. Find these Xbox controllers, looks really cool. One's translucent green, but they're both GameStop third-party brand controllers. Womp womp. Continue to look around and I see a Nintendo DS case and a PSP case. I dropped the case.
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
I'm being deceived by everything at the swap meet. That is until I find my first booth, which is being set up, and I find a dusty old Xbox and a bunch of racing games. And the guy says, listen, I only want to sell this as a bundle. But I dug through it anyways, and I found this little beauty. Outrun 2, it is complete in the box. I wish it was the coast-to-coast version, which is considerably more valuable and desired. However, this is still a great game. And then he said, come over here, I've got another box.
Be careful and wait out, okay?
Okay.
Just look at those right there.
Nice. There's a game called Crash and Burn for the original Xbox that kind of piqued my interest. However, I'll just play Burnout 3 instead. That'll work for me. But I don't know, did I pass up a good game? You tell me. Next place I end up is a familiar reseller. She's sold me great stuff at great prices in the past, and today was no different. The first one that I saw and immediately caught my eye was Spider-Man 2. Unfortunately, no manual. She wanted $8 for it. I was happy to give that to her. Next one was Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Now you may remember last time I did a swap meet visit, there was the double pack guitars with Guitar Hero Aerosmith, but it was missing the game. This one is complete, and check this out. It's got that not for resale sticker, so I think this actually was bundled with a guitar bundle at some point. This is also $8. Last game I got was Pokemon Y. However, you gotta make sure and test Pokemon on 3DS. There have been reports that there's something about the data in the cartridges themselves that supposedly is deteriorating and makes these games unplayable.
You taste these tears. Taste my sand, Michael.
I'm gonna lick your eye.
But I got this for $20. I feel like anything that's Pokemon that's mainline in the series that is $20 or less is probably gonna get picked up by me. Now, I don't know how you feel about Skylanders figures, but I have a prediction, and that is that Skylanders figures, I'm guessing in the next few years, are really going to start climbing in value. Now, this is purely speculative. I don't have a market report I can go on, except a buddy of mine owns a video game store, and he's actually been loading up on these because he says they're selling a lot and the value keeps going up on them a lot. Those Skylanders figures, those are the kids' toys that they loved, and they're going to get nostalgic for the Nintendo Wii, the Skylanders, all that stuff. So even though, I mean, you could find them everywhere at the swap meet, I think that if you're a betting person, I would be curious to see if they end up going up in value or if no one really cares, because who cares about physical media? No one.
You're nothing to me now.
The next table I walk up to catches my eye because the games are organized impeccably. They look like games that I would like to have. I start searching through, and first thing I find is John Woo Presents Stranglehold. This was kind of a heavily sort of Matrix bullet time inspired shooter.
Have you ever fired your gun up in the air and gone, ah? No, I have not ever fired my gun up in the air and gone, ah.
If you get the special edition one, not all PS3 versions, but this special edition one, this collector's edition actually has a copy of the movie Hard Boiled on it. Hard Boiled is part of Hong Kong cinema. John Woo is actually really inspired by French cinema like Les Samurai, Jean-Pierre Melville. This is going straight into the collection. Genji, Dawn of the Samurai. This is a PS2 action game, one that the reviews, at least from fans, seemed to love it. Critics seemed tepid, but still favorable towards it. This one's going in my collection. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is the one that is extremely valuable on the PS2. This one still is no slouch and was a great deal on this guy. So I'm looking through this guy's stuff, and I notice out of the corner of my eye a couple of consoles that have really gotten much more pricey recently. I'll get that. Yeah, I got them both. The first one of which is this new Nintendo 3DS XL, which is in really great shape. These screens have almost no wear to them. This is the XL version, so it's a little bit larger. I'm convinced that the 3DS had some of Nintendo's best stuff on it. This was the Wii U into the Switch era, you know, where the 3DS was really thriving as a console. I think that they spent a lot of time really sort of making and perfecting a lot of wonderful games and even remasters like Ocarina of Time. So many great games for this console. Do you know if they work?
I don't know.
Okay. This console came out in Black Friday of this year. It was sort of just a one-off for the holiday season. These sold out really fast, and then once they sold out and were gone, the prices just went up astronomically. So this version is a bit of a special edition. You can see, comparatively, it's a little bit smaller than the main 3DS. Here's the crazy thing. What do you want for this stuff? You said the consoles are 25?
Yeah.
I'll get that. Yeah, I got them both. And the games are 10 each, you said?
Yeah.
I asked for 5 on this, and that was easily my find of the morning.
Taste the happy, Michael.
And that was that. I can't often say there's stuff I haven't seen before. This is a sticker I've never seen before. This is an Xbox 360 Military Appreciation Pack. Company store, not for individual sale. I've seen the company store stickers before on different versions of the game. You can, of course, buy Rare Replay on the Xbox One, and this game comes in it. But I mainly bought this, honestly, because I've just never seen this sticker before. Pretty cool.
That one, it says 18. 18.
Found this guy, Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. Ratchet and Clank games on the PS3, there's a few of these that are really raising in value right now. Even though these sold well and did well and the franchise is awesome and well known, these games are still desirable. This was $10, great little score here while leaving and walking out of the good old swap meet. Now, I don't usually see boxed games out at the swap meet, but today I did. Wave Race 64, Star Wars Pod Racer 64, and Rad Racer on the NES, all of which were complete and very clean. He wanted about $40 for each of the N64 games, which is a fair, good, even a little bit cheaper than the market rate price, but I've already got those games up here. The thing that I almost did though was I almost bought that copy of Rad Racer. It did have the glasses in it. He wanted $40 for it. I just didn't know that I wanted to get that because even if I resold it back, I'd be spending, $15, $20 for those glasses. So let's talk about PS3s. PS3 FATs, the way to know, if not definitively, I believe it is definitively, if there are those 4 USB slots, it is backwards compatible. But I don't buy them because those PS3s, the fat ones, man, they just break.
I was not aware of that.
At the table, there's a bunch of other games, one of which is Naruto on PSP. I've never been a big anime guy. I feel like everyone's yelling at me all the time.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
In addition to that, he had a couple of PS1 games, one of which that caught my eye was Grand Theft Auto 2. I was curious about what the value was on the PS1 games. I believe that they have gone up. And then there's a couple of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
They gotta be out in the wild. So we're gonna go find them.
He said, hey, how about this? How about you do $40 for those two and the PS1 games? I offered him $30, and then we met in the middle at $35. Hey, here you go. Thanks. Thanks for the deal. I appreciate it. You said you had more games are coming out?
Yeah.
And as I'm leaving, notice a sealed copy of Diablo on the PS4. Obviously a modern classic in every sense. He wanted $20 for it. I offered 10. He took 10.
Great score, man. Give me some juice.
So that was kind of it for my morning. It was a good morning. I super enjoyed just getting out, walking around, socializing, getting a little exercise, and just finding stuff. You never know what you're gonna find. I love seeing what you guys post on your Instagrams or on your YouTube channels. Please drop your information in the comments so we can see that and get excited about what everyone's finding. It's really cool to see what people are finding. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you around the next time.
Taste the happy, Michael.
Taste it.
Tastes kind of like sad.